Speaking of January 6 rioters and the like, look at what Ozempic has done to this dude.
And so to me, when I look at Elon Musk X feed, I mean, it basically 95% of it sounds like I wrote it. And I'm not saying
Yeah, I mean, he's right. The Twitter feed does look like 95% of Twitter does look like Alex Jones wrote it directly. Now, of course, he is personally... Also, is he at Paul Joseph Watson's house? What's going on? Is he shacking up with PJW? A blast from the past?
He's saying what I say. Just he sees things pretty much the same as I do on most issues, and he has the biggest voice in the world other than Trump, and he's more prolific than Trump. So technically, in the info war, he's more powerful than Trump. And I'm not trying to name names here and say who's who, but in my view, I mean, Musk is wrecking the globalists. So that's why I've been.
Elon Musk is wrecking the globalists. Brother, he has factories in Shanghai. He is of South African origin. He is a billionaire and a defense contractor. He has Neuralink, a company tasked with finding a way to directly microchip American brains. How can you call yourself a conspiracy theorist and think that a man whose brother is closely associated with Jeffrey Epstein, who is the most powerful and the wealthiest billionaire on the planet, is actually fighting against the globalists and not directly the globalists? I just want to remind you guys, this is something I talk about quite a bit, okay? Republicans do not have the capacity to be universally cynical. You can be the guy, the very definition of like a satanic pedophile vampire, but as long as you're like, I am your guy, I love the Republican Party, I want Republicans to win, I'm a patriot, they will turn around and say, no, that's our guy, he's defending our rights, he's fighting against the globalists. What do you mean? The term means nothing. Okay, the term means absolutely nothing if you are deploying against whoever you think is, on board with the global homosexual agenda and not the likes of Elon Musk.
Gushing over his transformation in the last 3.5 years is because he's doing irrevocable harm to their agenda. And I'm going to go over some of the good things he's done. But that said, a lot of people have wanted me to attack Musk, and most people just do it for attention, or they're jealous or whatever, and they just want to act like they're the holiest of the free speech people. And most of the time, I can't even understand what they're talking about.
I mean, it's the same principle behind, on the one hand, voting for Donald Trump because he's going to root out corruption and eliminate it. Okay, while he basically creates larger swamp monsters that come from the exact same places that Americans are supposed to despise. But those are our billionaires. Those are our bad guys. So they're working for us. It's just like these people are super duped. That's it. It also is the exact same. It's in the same vein as like people who say Donald Trump is going to be a peaceful dove. He's going to do no new wars. He's going to do no new wars. He's running on an anti-war slant. Meanwhile, there is no indication that he's going to be anti-war. He was very much pro-war when he was in charge of the government, and he will continue to do that, and hasn't even really lied that much about how he is going to be anti-war. He has said he wants to bomb the cartels, for example. And of course, the Fourth Estate will do what they're supposed to do and probably create reasonable ground for Trump's inevitable bombing campaign of cartel positions in Mexico by talking about how dangerous the cartels are for the safety and security of Americans. Donald Trump has also been talking about invading and annexing Canada. Donald Trump is talking about escalating tensions with Iran. But those things are not considered ending wars. Those things are considered ending wars. They're not considered to be pro-war.
Or they twist things, and then I defend Musk, like on the visas. the H-1B visas, not defending H-1B visas. I've had big problems with those. It should be massively reformed, 95%. And I mean, I'm the same as Steve Bannon on that. We need a moratorium till, you know, the country's turned around, all the rest of this stuff. We need to get Americans jobs. But I just simply said, Musk has always been for these visas for skilled workers that he needs. And you can get mad at him for that, but he was the big game changer. And Trump probably couldn't have made it past the fraud without him. I mean, let's not lie about that. And so flipping out and saying that Elon Musk has flip-flopped or stabbed people in the back, I said, that's crap. And a lot of people went, oh my God, you're for open borders now. Yeah, right. I just simply said, hey, on that issue or whatever, separate from the issue itself, when you knew what he was for.
He's compromised. This is 2.0. No, he's not compromised. He's just smart. He's smarter than the average neo-Nazi. What do you mean? He is Mr. Regime guy. Of course he's going to defend Elon Musk. If you are a Republican propagandist who is even a little bit intelligent, of course you would defend Elon Musk. Why wouldn't you? He's given you an entire social media platform where you can do an endless amount of neo-Nazi agitation. So yeah, of course Alex Jones is going to defend Elon Musk here. Elon Musk could say anything and everything. Elon Musk tomorrow could be like, I want to do the woke agenda. I want to do gay woke agenda. And Alex Jones will still find a way to just be like, oh, he's just joking. Remember, he's done a lot. He's done a lot for the movement. And he's not wrong. He's not wrong. These people that are attacking Elon Musk are, you know, kind of ridiculous if they're actually on board with the right-wing movement. Elon Musk has granted them many benefits. So I get why he's defending Elon Musk, regardless of what Elon Musk is saying about H-1B visas, regardless of what Alex Jones' own personal opinion is.
On that, what is the point of flipping out and behaving like it's something else? But I want to be clear. When I get into this next hour, I'm going to spend an hour on censorship and where it is and where it's going. I am not going to sit here and explain my concerns, and I'm going to wait and see. But just first looks, usually when you have a lot of knowledge, it sounds like fake news because you can define fake news however you want. So it's whoever's defining things is basically saying they're the arbiter of reality. So who defines what's negative? And I can say that obviously when you look at Elon Musk's feed, according to how the left would define something negative, he's criticizing world government. He's criticizing the death cult and depopulation, doing an excellent job. He's criticizing the attempts for post-industrial world and saying we need to keep fossil fuels.
The gravest threat to the established order of business will never be, by those who have power, by the way, will never be the neo-Nazi movement, will never be the right-wing reactionary fascist conspiracy theorists. It will always be an eclectic group of leftists from progressive movements, student movements, campus mobilizations, all the way to trade unions and the socialists and the communists. Okay? These guys know where their bread is buttered. They know not to disrupt too much. They will sometimes engage in disruptive sentiment, attacking the established hierarchy, but only as a way to get their credibility up, only as a way to say like, no, you don't understand. I am actually kind of disruptive. Every now and then, maybe there'll be even something about Israel, right? But ultimately, they know not to rock the boat because their overarching goal is to just have proximity to power. And the larger goal for the likes of the Ben Shapiros of the world, for example, is almost always to engage in divisive commentary with the exclusive purpose of trying to make you not pay attention to the actual systematic violence that you are experiencing on a daily basis. Systems of cruelty, oppression, subjugation, and those who control the levers of power. This is precisely the reason why they will turn around and defend the likes of Elon Musk. Billionaires like Elon Musk are the good guys, while simultaneously claim that other billionaires who are the bad guys are actually doing things that Elon Musk is literally doing. They're microchipping you. They're putting microchips. It's like, but Elon Musk is a good billionaire, even though he has a microchip company who's working to put a microchip in everyone's brains. You know? Yes, poopy pee-pee man, like me, a person who has a firm grip on the levers of power.
He is criticizing the poison shot, the open borders, and devastating it. He is exposing the giant child kidnapping rings in England when they're saying it's upwards of 1 million children raped, disappeared, some killed.
What?
And he
1 million children have been kidnapped and killed in England? 1 million children have been kidnapped and killed in England. Like 1 out of every 50 person in England is a child. Let's see what the population of England is for minors. How much of the UK population is under the age of 18? Young people aged 10 to 19 represent 12% of the total population of the UK. 12% of the population. Where children, the population of children is 14 million. Okay. Population age under the age of 18 is 23 million. So 1 in every 23 child has been kidnapped in England. 1 out of 23. Like, you go to school in England, you know, at least one of your classmates has been kidnapped. At least. That's amazing.
He's going after the unelected EU. He's getting all these great people elected. I mean, we're all doing it together, but I mean, there's like a pie of the populace in any country and influence internationally. I mean, Elon Musk is like 30% of the effect, if I had to be dead reckon. I mean, he's ramming us over the top. And so I get giddy because my goal is not to kiss Elon Musk's ass.
Oh, they're just finding out about Jimmy Savile. Oh, my God. Uh-oh. He's about to find out who the chief prosecutor was at the time. I can't look away. Uh-oh. BBC shielded one of Britain's worst, Jimmy Savile. Jimmy Savile, once a BBC icon, was revealed as one of the UK's worst. Wait till you find out who else was also aligned with Jimmy Savile. Like, who put him in such a who put him in such a prominent position. Oh, that's right. Margaret Thatcher lobbied for Savile knighthood despite warnings. Senior civil servants repeatedly warned Margaret Thatcher about the risks of giving Jimmy Savile a knighthood in the 1980s, one describing the broadcaster as a strange and complex man. Or the royal family, as a matter of fact. Jimmy Savile, all right, England's most notorious, was firmly planted within the halls of the elite. And he wasn't even just a notorious, he sexually assaulted babies all the way up to the elderly. Okay? Yes, he was also a necrophile. One of the most evil people on the planet, like individually. Yes. One of the most evil people on the planet. Okay, here, I'm going to give you one example. Okay? I'm going to give you just one example, which will help you understand exactly how evil he was. Jimmy Savile, as one of the most famous television personalities of his time, was a serial philanthropist. He even rebuilt the paralysis wing of one of these famous hospitals in England, I believe, right? In the UK somewhere, okay? He built that hospital, and he had direct access to the patients at Stoke Mandeville Hospital, thank you, where he would go and sexually abuse and assault people who were paralyzed from the neck down in the paralysis wing that he built of the hospital. And he did this for decades. If there is truly someone who is, a devil incarnate, hell on earth, it was Jimmy Savile, a man who was firmly planted within the halls of the English elite.
This whole isn't he a line, basically?
Yes. All right. How do they know whether I am or not? How does anybody know whether I am? Nobody knows whether I am or not. I know I am.
Jimmy, why are you...
Yes.
Okay, dude, come on. They clipped it. They clipped it to... But yeah, this person is talking about how Keir Starmer was the head of the CPS when the investigation was dropped in 2009. Yes. And yes, Stoke Mandeville was a pre-existing hospital. He just funded the paralysis wing with Thatcher's help, just to be clear. Yes, that's what I was saying. He funded and rebuilt the paralysis wing of the hospital, and he would spend a lot of time in the paralysis wing of the hospital straight up sexually assaulting the victims, sexually assaulting those who were staying at the paralysis wing of the hospital that he had built. Keir Starmer was one of the people responsible for, not investigating him. Wait till Elon Musk figures that out. Oh boy.
My goal is to defeat the New World Order. And that's what I've been, trying to explain forever here. Got a new earpiece.
Oh man. Just a moral rot. More than 650 victims, by the way. Wait, so what's important? What's so important about him figuring out? Elon Musk has been landing a lot of blows against the labor admin, Keir Starmer specifically. The problem is there's a lot that you can make fun of Keir Starmer on or criticize his incompetence on. Elon Musk will inevitably use that once he figures that out to, attack Keir Starmer further. Now, when Elon Musk is attacking Keir Starmer, it's a little bit different than someone like myself criticizing Keir Starmer. Elon Musk is attacking Keir Starmer because he wants the Reform Party to control the UK government. The irony, of course, is that the new Labour administration is doing that to themselves already. And yes, as much as I would like to hit Keir Starmer on this issue as well, the link between Starmer and the Savile case is super blurry. There's no significant evidence that he knew how bad it was. A lot was kept from him by the Tory government at the time. So in the interest of fairness, I do not know if Keir Starmer understood the many crimes of Jimmy Savile and then chose to protect them, or if he simply did not know. I don't know. I'm saying I don't know. I don't know.